Hello all, welcome to the new video on ITA Welder MCQ based on Nimi. Our topic is induction training and welding process. This is the third video on induction training and welding process. First question, which cutoff file have two rows of teeth and that cut diagonally to each other? From the question itself, they have provided to have two rows of teeth, so we can go for the answer. It is a double cut. Here is the figure for a double cut file having two diagonally cut file, one having an angle 70 degree, another having an angle 51 degree. So our answer is a double cut file. Which type of blade set is available in hacksaw blade with the 1 mm pitch? So in hacksaw blade, we are having three different types of pitch. That is 0.8 mm called wave set, and over 1 mm it is called staggered. So, and if the question is like 1 mm, so we can go for wave or staggered. So we can go for the option number D, wave or staggered set. Which cutting tool is used to remove excess material on flat surface? Which cutting tool is used to remove excess material on flat surface? As it is a flat surface, we can use the flat chisel as the material for removing excess material for removing. So they have provided cross-cut chisel, diamond point chisel, half-round nose chisel, or cannot be used for flat surface. Okay. Which part of the hammer is shaped to fit the handle rigidly? So this is already discussed. We have discussed different parts of the hammer. So here is the different parts of the hammer, and previously we have got the answer as wedge, which is used to fix the handle. Here they have provided which part of the hammer is shaped to fit the handle rigidly. Options: big hole, eye hole, keyhole, and plain hole. Then here we have eye, in which the handle is fitted. So we can go for the option eye hole for fitting the handle. What happens if bench vise is over tightened? What happens if bench vise is over tightened? Options: box nut damage, spindle damage, workbench damage, workpiece damage. If it's the different parts of bench vise, it's a handle, it's a screw from which we can see inside, we can see a spindle. This is slide, this is a fixed, and this is a movable jaw, this is a fixed jaw, this is called anvil, and this is the base of the bench vise. And if we are giving an over tightening using this handle, the spindle of which will got damaged. It is cut with a square thread which will get damaged. The spindle will get damaged if we are providing an over tightening. The spindle will get damaged. What treatment you should give to a person who is suffered from electric shock? So this is a question from safety point of view. Giving an alcohol drink, we cannot do that. Giving a cold drink, made to walk, all these can do, but the better way, keep him warm and comfortable. Keep him warm and comfortable is the best option. Keep him warm and comfortable. How much gap is maintained between the grinding wheel and the work rest of the pedestal? Grinding. So here is a figure for grinding wheel, in which you can see the grinding wheel with the dotted portion, and from which we have provided the guard. The guard is provided at 6 mm from the wheel, and this is called the tool rest or the workpiece rest. And this question they have mentioned it as work rest, or this can as tool rest. It will be provided at a distance of 3 mm, or we can write 2 to 3 mm distance. We will be providing the work rest at a distance of 2 to 3 mm from the grinding wheel. So we are providing at a distance of 2 to 3 mm from the grinding wheel. The tool which is used to open the cylinder valves. In gas welding, we will be using cylinders, oxygen cylinders and acetylene cylinders. And this is the tool. This is called the spindle key. This is the device. This is called spindle key, which will be used for opening the cylinder valve. Which is used for opening the cylinder valves. The pipe wrench may be used for tightening the gauges to the cylinder. Cutting plier normally will not be used with the cylinder. The adjustable stand also used for fixing the gauges, okay, and for fixing the torch. Which material is used to check the leakage of acetylene gas regulator connection? It's a very simple question. We are also doing the same leakage check in our household things while fitting LPG. We'll be using soap water. We'll be using soap water, soap bubbles for finding the leakage of the LPG gas. The same method is used in the acetylene also. The soap water will be used for checking the leakage of gas. What is done to avoid injury to fingers after hacksawing or chiseling a metal piece? So after hacksawing or after cutting operation, there will be some burrs. So you can see in this figure, here is some projections, metallic projections over there. This will cause a damage to our fingers. So we have to do for the operation deburring. Deburring, which can be done in various methods. In this figure, they have shown the deburring with the help of a wire brush. The rotating wire brush will be moving around this. It will be removing these burrs so that we can safely handle this workpiece without causing any injury to our hand. So the operation is called deburring. Okay, deburring. Which is the method to control the backfire while welding? Which is a method to control the backfire while welding? So the options are close the oxygen control valve, close the acetylene control valve, first to close the oxygen cylinder valve, first to close the acetylene cylinder valve. The correct option is to close the oxygen control valve. Some of you may go for the option to close the oxygen cylinder valve. The control valve is associated with the welding torch. So it will be better to close the control valve first. Otherwise, the oxygen will flow or oxygen inside the hose pipe will catch fire and it will be mixed with the acetylene and it will cause damage to the cylinder. So first we will be closing the control valve, which will be easily accessible by the gas welder. So the option is close the oxygen control valve to prevent or control the backfire. Which precaution you will follow in gas welding to avoid fire accident? Which precaution will follow in gas welding to avoid fire accident? Options: alert to go away, keep fire extinguishers, keep sand buckets. These two are secondary options. That is, if the fire happens, this is the remedies. And our option 2, precaution. What is the precaution we'll follow in gas welding to avoid? We want to avoid the fire accident. So we have to keep away the inflammable material. We have to keep away the inflammable materials from the welding regions. We have to keep away the inflammable materials from the welding region. Which hand tool is used to remove excess adhering slag after gas cutting? So in this option, we have confusion with the two options, option A and the option C. Normally, we will be using chipping hammer after a gas cutting or gas welding operation. If there is excessive slag, the word is very important. If there is excessive slag, we will go for the option chisel. If there is excessive slag, we will be go for the option chisel. So here, the correct option is chisel. Which injury is to be covered immediately by clean clothes on affected portion of the body? Option: cut injury, burn injury, crush injury, broken injury. So immediately to be covered, that is the burn injury. If burn is happens, the body part will be affected to virus if it is not properly covered. So the answer provided is burn injury. Why should a welder clothes be free of oil and grease? It's a very simple question. While welding, it should be free of oil and grease to protect the welding machine? No, to avoid catching fire. To avoid catching fire, we have to keep the dress free of oil and grease. Which type of welding is done by a small hand welding gun? This is the small hand welding. Some of you will stop reading the question up to this and go for the shielder metal arc welder or gas metal arc welding. but we have to continue reading with the non-consumable electrode. As it is a non-consumable electrode, we will go for the answer gas tungsten arc welding or TIG welding. It's a non-consumable welding process. So that's all for today. We'll be back with another set of questions on the next video. Thank you for watching.